Hey guys, I'm literally shaking right now because I just beat level 2000 on chess.com, something that I've been trying to do for a very long time. And, I have no proof here that I didn't cheat, but we'll go through the game and we'll see how we did it. I guess this isn't a huge achievement for good chess players, but for me, this is a massive achievement. So I'm going to use my one free game review of the day. I haven't looked at this yet. Good opening knowledge lets you exploit your opponent's positional misstep. Okay, I must say I used a an opening map in the beginning. So this is an opening that I haven't seen before. Well, I may have seen it once or twice, but I've never really studied it. It's this modern defense. Um, as you can see, I don't really play much online. But this is three pawns at the front. It's called like a pseudo Prussian attack or something like that. Pseudo Austrian attack, I think. Um, that's the last book move. So up until this point, I will admit that I had some help from the book. Okay, but after that, it was all me. So you missed a better way to develop your bishop off the starting square. Okay. There's only one other square that it can go to, so I don't see how that's better. But anyway, then I kick his bishop, her bishop, and I finiachetto my queenside bishop and attack his queen, offer a queen exchange at this point. You ignored an opportunity to eventually win a knight. Let's see. Well, this kind of proves that I wasn't cheating because I wasn't doing best moves. To eventually win a knight. Is it this? No. I'm not really thinking this through, just kind of moving. Um, I wonder. Yeah. Well, how's that going to get me a knight? Okay. I guess he doesn't want to attack with that pawn because it opens up his king. I'm not smart enough to understand why that's a good move. But anyway, let's keep it going. So he took my queen. I should actually go through this step by step, but let me just go through the whole game first. This is a way to win a knight. I mean, win a knight? Win a freaking rook, not a knight. I was attacking his rook because it was trapped there. You ignored an opportunity to capture a knight that was threatening to win material. But then can't he just... Oh well, I guess in the end I lost a rook anyway, so... you captured a knight that checked your king. Yeah, I did do that. And then I took my king forward. And then here's the beginning of the end. I didn't even realize it was the end. The reason I realized it was the end is because she commented that I've lost the game. But after this move, after this pawn move, there's checkmate in one. Because he's gonna move there. So see if you can find checkmate in one after this move here. You can pause the video and check it out if you want, but it's pretty obvious. And that's all because of this finiachettoed bishop that I laid out at the very start of the game. So let's just go through it move by move. So this is I think the pseudo-Austrian attack. It's a mistake. Attacking with that knight. I make a mistake as well. He makes a mistake again. That's missed an opportunity to kick a bishop. allowed him to take an outpost. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I think it's a mistake on their part. I don't know. Anyway, let's just go through it. So he attacks with the queen. It's a pin on the knight. So I cut that pin and finishetto. Then I castle queenside. It's a very aggressive castle. This was the only good move, I think, that was available to me, just to attack with the pawns. It also kicks his bishop backwards. This is a mistake, because I should have attacked with the pawn. But that's such a high class, I would never be able to find a move like that. So I take his queen, and he attacks. It's a very dumb move, I would say, but it says that's fine, but it's not. What's it? Never play f7. Never play f5. Never play f5. Isn't that what Ben Feingold says? Or he says something else. Never play f3. I think. Nice. Definitely the right move. So what was I thinking here? Yeah, I was just aware that I was opening a nice file for my rook there, and just trading material, and that was an attack on the rook, and also simultaneous defense of the pawn. But I guess it was a mistake. But then she made a mistake as well. Sometimes, even if the opponent's high rated, they'll make dumb mistakes. So at this point I started getting worried, and I thought that was a good move because it attacks both these pieces, but I guess it would have been better to just take his knight preemptively. And then I thought it was a good idea to move my king forward, get involved in the action, and also get into this little cozy little hideout here. And then she just started attacking. I was getting really worried because I was aware that I had the lead, and I was like, oh shit, am I losing the lead now? Because the score was evening out. And so I was just trading material, just going off her initiative. And that was a block to stop her from continuing to check me. And also I'm worried about these pawns over here. But it was my idea a few moves back, before he took my knight, to do like a double attack with the knights. Would have taken forever. And then he took one of my knights. And then this was just an idea to attack the pawn. Little did I know I was setting up this beautiful checkmate here. Attack the pawn. This was all very straightforward and logical at this point, and then I won. And that's the game. I think it's a good idea if you're a game developer, because I'm trying to be a game developer at the moment. I think it's a good idea to study games like this. It's the oldest, most popular game that we know of. That's not true. It's not the oldest, but it is one of the oldest, and the mechanics of chess come into play in almost any game. Anyway, nothing that I'm saying is true. Just by the way, this is the opening map that I used at the beginning of the game, and I got this off Reddit, and to me this is the most useful chess infographic I've ever come across. Apart from the map that shows knights' weak spots, blind spots. But this is so useful because you start here and then you can see the moves on the opening of the circle, and then you just follow the line to the next thing. Most of the time I'm using King's Opening, and then based on what your opponent does, you can just look at the moves around the circle and then just keep following the flowchart. And the diagrams, the pictures are so useful. It's so much better than looking at like a list of what do you call it, notation, chess notation, and you have to like have like a mental map. This is so much easier. You can see just at a glance and what the board will look like, and it only shows you the pieces that have been moved. It doesn't show you all the pieces at the same time, which I think is just a very clever way of representing all of the opening moves. So kudos to the guy who put this together.